Yo, what is up, guys? And today we will be talking about reading and understanding your African cichlids. Now, you might be thinking that I'm going to teach you how to speak to your fish, but that's not the case. I'm going to show you guys basically how to see if your fish is stressed or thriving. Just how you can see a plant is thriving or stressed. If the plant is like dying and has a lot of brown leaves on it, you know it's like dying, right? And if the plant is like really green and vibrant, you know it's doing well. So it's the same thing with the fish. First things first, you need to understand the personality of your fish. You need to know if he's shy or energetic, aggressive, or anything else. Now, I know you might think that I'm a little crazy, but let's just say that you have an energetic fish. He always comes to the front of the glass when you're feeding. He's always a voracious feeder. And then suddenly, one day, he's just sitting in the corner and then not eating. And when you feed him, he doesn't come up to the tank. And now, since you know that the fish was an energetic fish, you can see that there's something wrong with him. There might be internal parasites or some bacterial infection, and that can inevitably save your fish, and you can catch it faster than once you find the secondary infections where you can see it. So it can really help you if you want to diagnose your fish for infections. Now with shy fish, this won't help as much, but it is still a useful technique to understand your fish's personality and treat illnesses quicker. Let's move on to the color of African cichlids. Well, African cichlids can color up when they're 2 inches or, full grown. And some people don't know why this happens. There's so many variables in fish keeping, like water quality, lighting, pH, temperature, all that stuff, KH, So there's not really one set of way to make your fish color up, but there are some things that can help with it. Going back to reading your African cichlids, color is a great way to see if your African cichlids are liking their environment. It isn't 100% surefire method of seeing if your African cichlids are surviving or thriving, but it can really help. The reason for that is you could just have some juveniles who aren't just old enough to get color yet, or they haven't reached sexual maturity, and there's just, a bunch of things that can play into it. Well, let's say you have an African cichlid, super colorful, and you place them in the new tank. And the new tank has a bunch of other African cichlids that, are meaner than what they had in the old tank, and they bully the fish. Now, the fish that had a lot of color in the old tank just loses all of its color, just becomes flushed. And we'll just say you have the same substrate because substrate is also another factor in color. You know that the African cichlid is stressed because if he had a bunch of color in that tank and then no color in this tank, then you know that there's something wrong with him. Color can also signify healthiness in the fish. Now, if a fish loses color, let's say because of a pH drop or, new tank mates or temperature's too hot, you know that there's something wrong in your tank. I'm just naming a few examples. Color, the reason why I bring up color and understanding your fish is because it's the easiest method for figuring out if there's something wrong with your fish. Works with some fish, but you can see that if the fish is getting darker than what it used to be, that means it's stressed or it's angry. And if the fish is getting lighter or paler, then you know it's scared. Now, it doesn't work when you have a fish that's naturally white. So, it only works with some fish, but that's also another useful method in understanding how your fish feels. So that's the end of this video about how telling your fish's personality and color can help you in the long run and becoming a better fish keeper. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe my channel. I also have an Instagram account that has 500 followers-ish. I post more regular on that one than YouTube as of now. But thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.